All right, friends, we are trying something new today. This is going to be the very first episode of a brand new segment that I'm going to call Ask Mike. Insightful answers to your burning questions, or, Mike tries to answer things without getting himself in trouble. We'll workshop the branding later, but here's what this is. You send the questions, the uncomfortable ones, confusing ones, the ones you're afraid to ask in a meeting, the ones that start with, hey, I'm just trying to understand XYZ, and I will answer them from experience, from governance intelligence, from scars, from having sat in the director chair, and from sitting in the booster president chair. Because here's what I believe. If the parents feel heard, they're going to lean in. If directors feel supported, they're going to stay. And if boards feel clear, they stabilize. And then what happens? The kids win. So keep those questions coming. DMs, email at soundstageedu@gmail.com. Anonymous forms, carrier pigeon. I don't care. And wait. Guys, I got a Google phone number. You can send me a text message. You can send me a text message at 913-353-6141. Send me a text message there. Even if it's just to say, hey, I like your show. That helps me. Because you know what? Sometimes you kind of feel like you're on an island when you're doing stuff like this. So, listen, if it keeps one program from imploding, this is absolutely worth it. Now, let's get into today's question, because we already got one. And it's, can you help me understand what the relationship between the band director and the boosters ought to look like? Specifically, when it comes to sharing information on budgets and spending. And if you guys have been in the thread, you've seen this question asked. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. No warm-up, no scales, right to the money. I respect that. So let's kind of break this down into a couple of parts. The first one is what the relationship is not. It's not a monarchy. It's not a dictatorship. It's not a secret society. It's not a hostile takeover attempt disguised as a bake sale, popcorn fundraiser. And it's also not a parent-run arts program where the director is just an employee of the boosters. If either side think that that's the structure, you're already drifting towards dysfunction. Now, what should the relationship actually be? Well, here's your healthy model. The director is the program visionary and educational authority. The boosters are the financial and operational support structure. The school district owns the program. The director runs the program. And the boosters support the program. So let's do that again. The school district owns the program. The director runs the program. The boosters support it. The boosters do not run instruction. The director does not control nonprofit funds. And the district does not manage booster money. 3 lanes, clear boundaries, and when those lanes blur, guess what? Drama. Now, let's get to the meat of this question. Show me the money. I mean, let's talk about it, because this is where it gets spicy. So, the governance intelligence, the governance truth. If the boosters are a 501c3, that money belongs to the non-profits. not the director. Which means the booster board has a fiduciary duty to approve budgets, track spending, maintain transparency, protect donor intent, and protect the students. But here's the nuance that people miss. The director should have input into the budget. Massive input. Strategic input. Because they know what the program needs. But input and control are different things. A healthy system looks something like this. Director proposes program goals. Director outlines financial needs. The board reviews, asks questions, and builds a budget collaboratively. The board then votes on and approves said budget. Spending follows that approved and voted upon plan. And then reports are shared consistently and transparently. This is not adversarial. It is very, very collaborative. Now, what does transparency actually look like? Because I think there's some questions there. It doesn't mean parents interrogating every Amazon receipt. Or it doesn't mean directors being blindsided at meetings, and there's not secret executive sessions about t-shirt inventory. Transparency means that there's an approved annual budget available to all membership. Monthly financial reports reviewed by the board. Clear processes for expense approval. And absolutely no surprises. If the board doesn't know where money is going, that's a governance issue. If the director feels micromanaged, that's a trust issue. And if parents feel in the dark, that's a communications issue. Most conflicts are not corruption. They're oftentimes just ambiguity. So let's talk about the part that makes most of us uncomfortable. Money equals control. And control equals safety. Directors want to feel secure that their program won't collapse. And parents want to feel secure that their fundraising isn't misused. And boards want to feel secure that they won't be legally exposed. Everybody's nervous. Very few people are actually malicious. And when you understand that, that will collectively lower the temperature of the entire room. So here's our governance intelligence lens. The purpose of transparency is not suspicion. It's protection. Protection of the kids, the art, the reputation of the program, the adults serving it. If your financial structure protects the students' firsts, you're probably aligned. If your structure protects ego first, then you're drifting. So if you're listening here and you're a booster board, create a written budget process. Require 2 signatures on checks. Provide monthly summary reports. Build director input into planning season. Document everything. If you're a director, share projected program needs early. Avoid off-budget surprises. Respect your nonprofit governance boundaries. And stay out of direct financial control. And if you're a parent watching all of this unfold, ask questions like this. Can someone help me understand how our budget process works? Simple as that. How do we ensure transparency? What guardrails do we have in place? Not, why are we hiding things? Your tone matters here. Now, here's where I need you. If this episode hit something for you, if you've lived this tension, if you're sitting in it right now, send me your questions. The messy ones, the awkward ones, the I can't believe I'm asking this ones. Because here's what I know. Silence does not protect the kids. Only structure does. And the more that we can normalize healthy governance conversations, the stronger these programs are going to get. So welcome to Ask Mike. Let's build this together. Send me an email, soundstageedu@gmail.com, or send me a text message, 913-353-6141. It's a normal text messaging situation. So if your question is long, I'll get it. We'll find out. But until then, this is Mike. Let's raise the bar together.